What's up, everybody? How you doing? I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I'm gonna do a quick one today. I went to the local game shop today, picked up a few things. I was gonna show them off, stuff that I'm gonna put into the sealed collection, stuff like that. Picked up a couple of singles at a new shop that opened up today that I feel like are pretty undervalued. You know, for cheap, real cheap, in my opinion. $2, $8. I'll zoom it in for you. Get a little better peek at them. I mean, the Slowpoke, the Larvitar, big fan of Tyranitar. So, other than the singles, I was going to open a little bit of mail and show you a little something that I don't know that a lot of people are doing, but what I'm doing, and I figured I would give a reason, a little insight on what I'm thinking. So there should be 2 slabs in here. If I can get them out of the thing. There we go. All right, so the first one is PSA 10, the Alakazam Special Illustration Rare from 151. If you guys have watched any of the videos, you know how I feel about 151 Special Illustration Rares, the set as a whole. I feel like they're completely undervalued. So I picked this up. I think I bought it for $100. Cheap, man. Cheap in my opinion for the art. You can tell the detail on it. I think this is one of the best looking arts out of 151, one of the best special illustration rares out of 151 for sure. And I guess he has it in the same bag. Well, anyway, so yeah, PSA 10, $100. Great pickup in my opinion, obviously. Must be the guy that I bought him from. Get that out of the way. So, one more look at that, PSA 10. And then, I got the Giratina V-Star, PSA 9. I don't usually buy PSA, anything under PSA 10 in Modern, if I'm going to. But, I got this for $85. Now, I know that sounds, it's high. For sure for a card, but this raw right now is close to 110, I believe, hovering around it anyway. And so I've got a 9 for $85, which is $20, $30 off of what it is raw. And it's a clean card. I think it's just a little off center, but I do this a lot. I'll find PSA 9s, PSA 8s for way cheaper than what raw is and just pick them up, man. It's a great way to add near mint cards to your collection without having to pay the premium of raw. And so I don't know why you wouldn't do that. And so I picked up a couple of more Twilight Masquerade booster boxes. Not going to open them, just throwing them in the sealed collection. They must have gotten a new stock, a new shipment in, because they were full. They had everything besides Paldea Evolved today, which I wish I could find some, so I could put some in my sealed collection, but alas, they didn't have any. And then I picked up some more of the premium collection boxes from Shrouded Fable, the one with the Kingdra promo on. I'm gonna zoom it in, but you guys know how I feel about these promos. If you've watched any of the videos, or especially the last video, but we're gonna open these. We're not gonna open the Twilight boxes, obviously. Let me quickly unwrap these. And so I really like finding retail products that you can automatically get your value back out of them. Because in yesterday's video, or whenever you watch the other video, hold on, promo out. So, yesterday's video, I talked about how underrated and undervalued I feel like these are. Right here, these promos. And so if you can find a product in store, I'm not sure why that's not zooming in. There we go. These are this and the Greninja. This is just a little bit cheaper than the Greninja. I think maybe $9. $9 for this one, and I think 10 for the Greninja. So if you can find a product in store that you know you're gonna get already $10 in value out of what you're buying for retail, I think you would be a little remiss to not do that. Because pull rates are just, most of the time, they're not great for Pokemon, in my opinion. But, so you buy these, I think they were $30 each, and you're automatically getting 10 bucks. There's the code, by the way. Automatically get 10 bucks back, so you're getting $10, and then you get 5 packs of Shrouded Fable. You know, maybe you get lucky and pull something too, and the value is there. But we're gonna see. I think I've shown the promos before, but we can go quickly through them one more time. Really pretty cards. Borders really pop. Colors really pop. Tons of swirls and everything like that. So we're gonna run through these packs right quick, as to not take up too much of your time today. A little shorter video. But I also wanted to talk about, there we go. Talk about how, you know, something I kind of noticed today as I was going through that new store that I talked about, that I got the Larvitar and the Slowpoke from. I've noticed that vintage prices are super duper low right now. You know, what sparked that was I saw a base set Blastoise in his case, and it looked to be, you know, light play condition at worst. And he was asking $30 for it. And obviously I didn't buy it, or I would have showed you, but I got to looking around at some of his other vintage stuff. And then I got home and, you know, looked at vintage prices as well. And, you know, the Charizard is obviously still, you know, $330 or something like that, whatever the market is on it. And I just got to thinking about how cheap that, is that hollow? Yeah, it is. How cheap that vintage is right now. So if you're a vintage collector, I'm really not at all. I may start picking up some since it's so cheap, but if you can get some light play, near mint, vintage stuff, man, I'm not getting shit out of these. You know, light play, vintage stuff for cheap, binder cards, maybe even picking up some slabs or something of, you know, 8s, 9s, and 10s. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not that much of a vintage collector. A little pull, a little hit. Nothing too crazy. If you could pick that vintage up, and you can fill your sets out. If you want to do a binder set, get some slabs, do some slabs as well. Some cheap stuff. Oh man, I love these cards. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, these are. How about that little Zorua? However you pronounce it. Not a bad little hit. Bad little double banger. And if you could pick some of these up for cheap right now, you know, if you're looking to maybe hold on to them, flip them for the future, or anything, just get them cheap so you don't have to break the bank on getting a little piece of nostalgia. I think it would be a fantastic time to do that. And like I said, if you can find products in store with the promos, you know, or guaranteed value, or what I would say of like that would be, I think it'd be crazy not to get it, even if you know, dislike the set. If you just wanted to rip some packs, maybe you don't want to waste any money, but $30, you're already getting 10 bucks back in value. Of course, the packs have not delivered at all, so like at all, like that was terrible. But I think it would be worth, you know, picking up if vintage is what you're looking for. Or here's some other codes I got today too. There's some Silver Tempest if you want them. And I don't know. I think it would be a really good thing to do if you're looking to collect vintage. To go ahead and get some of that, get some slabs if you wanted to collect them because they're low, man. They are low, 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 in my opinion, very low. But I was gonna talk. I think covered everything I was going to. But yeah. Anyway, have a great weekend. I appreciate you guys stopping by.